Hey, am I live? Okay, good. All right. Whoa. So, hi, Emily. How's it going? It's your dad, Miguel. So, hey, notice I'm wearing my glasses this time. I just came back from the pool this afternoon. I went swimming at the Santa Maria YMCA, and I did well. Not I only these days I swim for enjoyment. So I for mostly I swim for enjoyment and not necessarily for a workout. I mean, I did 20 lengths of the pool, but that's a trivial amount of swimming. I probably could easily do 30. I could have probably easily done 30 today, but my focus is elsewhere in swimming as just personal enjoyment. It's like going to a massage, right? It's like going to a masseuse. It's very relaxing. It's kind of like taking a shower, right? Now, why do you take a shower in the mornings? Partly it's because showers feel great. I know, and the same is true for swimming for me. I swim mostly because I enjoy swimming, not because I'm trying to even to do exercise or to um, lose weight or anything. It's just all about the enjoyment of being underwater and having the water swirl around you, and it's just exciting. There's something amazing about swimming. It's really just otherworldly. It's I can understand how surfers get really excited about surfing. I'm kind of that way. Chlorinated pool of water at the city pool because I don't know, water is just such an experience that our everyday experience. You know, Generally, I spend a lot of time either sitting down or standing up. And those modalities of life, I'm pretty familiar with. I know how to do all those things. I know how to lie, to sit, to stand. Um, there's an analogy, and it's swimming in water. This is a place where human beings don't spend a lot of, unless you live near the ocean or that's part of your lifestyle or livelihood. And I just enjoy swimming. It's such a unique experience. It's like being in space, who say they want to go to space and play like who are orbiting in the International Space Station. And I can understand what they're thinking. I can imagine how fun it would be to be up in space as an astronaut, and how exciting it would be. For a couple days, I think it'd be blast. I would love to do it myself. Um, right today, it's a little risky. We're still figuring out the technology. Eventually, we'll get it mastered. We've only been shooting things into space for about 50 years. Believe it or not, we're still not that good. I know. It's, in my opinion, good. We could be a lot better. There's still a lot of risk involved. And I wouldn't necessarily want it today go up as an astronaut into space. It's kind of dangerous. It's more dangerous than skydiving. I would go skydiving before I would go and be an astronaut. And skydiving is much less risky. But even then, I'm not even sure I would want to go skydiving. I've been skydiving. I know what it's like. And anyway, I'm getting off track. I wanted to talk about swimming, which I love it. And it's really great. I've got these goggles which are, and so that means I can see clearly underwater. I can't wear my contacts in a swimming pool, bad things about people who wear contacts in chlorinated water. Turns out bacteria get under the lenses, and I always watch out for bacteria lenses in your eyes, because you could get problems with your eyes, like inflammation of the eyes, eye, and things like that. They thrive in that kind of environment. Even though, brain present, there's still bacteria swimming around. Anyway, I don't want to take the risk. It's not right to use contacts in swimming pools, so I don't. I always wear my goggles with prescription lenses. I'm going to be wearing goggles anyway, and I've got goggles, so there's really no need. In fact, I hadn't really thought about it that clearly. Yeah, it makes no sense to have contacts in my eyes, because I'll have goggles with prescription lenses. I actually of goggles. I don't have some standard goggles without prescription lenses and use them. I have them stored in my kitchen unit, where I use them to cut onions. I put these goggles on sometimes because, well, make me cry. The onion sulfur compounds, when I saw the knife, they volatile, they get into the air, and they make, and I'm just in pain. My tears just flow. It's quite uncomfortable. Comfortable that I wear swimming dog in the kitchen. Isn't it? Yeah, I like cooking. I have not been doing a lot of it lately. I need to get back into it. What's keeping me from cooking? I don't know. I made a big pot of beans earlier last week, and I've still got the beans, and I've been eating them on fairly regular basis, using my electric pressure cooker to cook those beans, and they're fantastic. I really love my electric pressure cooker. Have I told you about my electric pressure cooker? Maybe you don't care, but maybe you do. Well, eventually you'll be caring, I think, because cooking in the kitchen, I think you'll, what, there may not even be electric pressure cookers. Food provided to you by a robot. I think that, Emily, when you grow up, food is going to be so different that it's going to be completely, at least to a person like me. Well, it's going to be prepared in so many different ways. Well, it's just going to be completely unrecognizable. Yeah, there might not even be any skills. What'll happen is that there's going to be a robot. You say, I want a meal with 2,300 calories, and you'll have saved preferences. Just provide that meal to however you want it. You'll open a drawer or a door, and the food will be there, and you won't have to prepare about it, and it'll just be there. So whoever old the fashioned way, then I'll talk to Chicago. But you need in preparing real food. Say I don't spend time in the kitchen preparing real food because I do every day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I prepare myself in my own kitchen. Food that I've eaten in restaurants is food that I've pre-packed in a lunchbox. So, yes, I'm one of those guys. I a lunch in a lunchbox in the morning, and then go to a restaurant or something, and I'll eat the food in my lunchbox at the restaurant, or I'll just eat the food before the restaurant or after the restaurant. It's no big deal. That I have a conversation and to converse with the person who I'm eating the meal or present with while they are eating the meal. I've got no qualms. As I get older, I'm serious. I am oh gosh, I know. Back is hunched like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. That's why my posture is so bad. I probably should get another couch. You would think that 12 years is sufficient lifetime for a couch, but I have a feeling this couch 12 years. I think I'm gonna stretch it till about 30 years in with one piece of furniture that I don't like very much. I like it fine. It does its thing, you know. It's got zippers. What else do you need? Uh, oh, it supports my shoulder better. Or maybe I should just get more pillows. How many pillows? That is. Maybe it'll help me get comfortable. I have a feeling that the more pillows all around me, I will be. Maybe, maybe not. For stand up, it's a choice. So let's see what's um. So let's start discussion about how my day went today. Well, I went. What happened? What was the first thing that happened? Okay, so right. I discussed this a little bit in my letter. No, actually, I haven't. Um, Overheated yesterday. I know. I was on the way to see the opera, and my car overheated. I'll have to go so maybe in 2 weeks. So car started, and I looked around, what's going on with my car? And I don't know. I guess when my car overheats, the computer like turns off the engine or something. It's really weird. And so I had to pull over on the side of the road. Um, I saw the temperature gauge and it was spiked. Oh, my car has overheated maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 times already. I need a new car. Right now, I just don't have money for a new car. I don't have money for a used car. I really don't have any money. So, okay. So my car overheated for like the fourth or fifth time, and it's a drag. So I couldn't go to Santa Barbara like I wanted to, which I really wanted to. So I drove my car back to Lompoc and gave my car to a car repair shop. Asked them to fix it. I said with authority, fix it. Actually, no, I asked them, are you open? Because it was Sunday. And then I asked them, can you fix this? And they said, yeah, I think so. Thing is, I think they fixed kind of everything except for the main problem of the overheating car. I got a new oil change. I changed the coolant in my radiator. I had to check engine light. This poor car is dying on me. It's only got 220,000 miles on it. I know people who get rid of their vehicles before their odometer rolls over 100,000 miles because they don't want to deal with the service issues on an old car. And mine's double that. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. So, yeah, my car out of the shop this morning because it overheated yesterday, right? So I thought, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bus. Like, I don't have a car, right? I did sleep in my bed at home, and I needed to pick up the car this morning. So how am I going to do that? I figured, I'll take the bus, the Colt, right? The City of Lompoc Transit, COLT, the bus. And the bus is great because it only costs $1.25 to go anywhere, and that's a great deal. So frugal me decided to take the bus. Today's Sunday, by the way. So I got out. I got out the house. I walked to the bus stop. I was raring to go, and I had my Kindle out, and I was reading a book on my Kindle, which I still have, by the way, and read very frequently on a daily basis. I read from my Kindle. And, by the way, let me pause for a moment about my Kindle. You've got to encourage you to use it and read it. Expensive, come on. There are books on Amazon that are like $300, but I'm thinking reasonable, $5, $10 for a Kindle book is very reasonable. So anyway, I encourage you to read using your Kindle. All right, so I was reading my Kindle, waiting for the bus to come, and the bus never showed up. I was going, what is wrong? The bus is late. The bus is 7. Why? And so I took out the map, and I was looking around. Why is the bus late? And guess what? It said no service on bus. It runs on Saturday, but today is Sunday. It's like 30 minutes. and waiting and prepare bus. maybe a full day and anticipating taking the bus. And I had the mental energy needed to determine whether the bus ran on Sunday. So I called Lompoc Taxi and I took a taxi. Isn't that hilarious? Oh man. Yeah, it's funny. Life is funny sometimes. So yeah, I was gonna take the bus and I took a taxi instead. Taxi costs $16. You know, like 16 times the cost of taking the. Anyway, I have not yet taken an Uber. You probably heard about that in the news. I have not used an Uber before. I have downloaded the app on my smartphone to call an Uber anytime I want to call an Uber. I tried to call it, failed, went wrong. Driver who were driving where I was located here in Lompoc. So maybe I'll try again sometime. I hear them taxis, but we'll see. I'm not that advanced yet. Modern of a person that I take Uber everywhere I need, but I'll get there. Certainly, if it's less expensive. Oh yeah. Really made me think. I love that kind of intellectual stimulation. It's really great. I love interacting with people. I met two lovely people while I was there, Carol and Carol. Coincidentally, both their names are Carol. So that's neat. I can't wait to talk with them more in the future. That should be good. Oh, you know what? The next thing, well, actually, I did quite a number of things today. I went swimming, of course. I also bought a book. Oh, no, actually, I bought two books today. Oh, man. A lot of books. And I read a lot of books. So I bought a book today called Politics and Leadership. Why is Miguel buying such a book with an odd title like that? Politics, Politics, Leadership, something or other. The reason I bought that book was because I'm part of the Lompoc Book Club, book club. And we get together once a month and we talk about the selection for the month. And this book I bought is an anthology of short stories. The great books, and so I the lead chairperson of the book club today, and she verified which book that I needed to buy. I bought it, and it's going to come in 2 days, and I can't wait. It's going to be neat. It's going gonna be fun to read short stories about politics and leadership in an election year. That's right. Here in the United States are coming up, and you've probably heard about it. There's Hillary, Trump, Sanders, and some other folks involved. So that's kind of neat. So I'm going to be reading a lot of political short stories from all over the world. Great literature, right? Who knows? Who knows? I haven't got the book yet. Be Machiavelli the Prince. Who knows? Maybe it'll be Leviathan. Philosophy. Interesting. What other? There's all kinds of political literature out there, and dig into it, read this anthology. You may not know what an anthology is. Anthology is a collection. It's someone has curated or selected areas in a theme, and put it between two covers of the book. I bound it with the spine, and call it good. Works usually is what an end. Just the works according to a theme. Selection of, and it could be short stories, poetry, or philosophical papers, or those. An anthology can be a lot of things. It's just a grouping by subject matter. Yeah, so I'm raring to go. Can't wait to read. So, well, I guess this video is probably long enough, and not only that, whereas I need to go to bed, and I've got a big day tomorrow at work. And it's good for me, restful sleep prior to that, so my brain is functioning well. I need as many neurons firing as I can possibly get at my workplace. Make the right call. You are welcome to check out what I've sent. I've got my cellular telephone number on them. Maybe I'll call you next week, huh? How's that sound? Anyway, I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.